Hello everyone. So in this tutorial we'll learn how to make infographic slide that highlights each of your points as you make your presentation. As you can see on the screen, our infographics is now highlighting each of the points where we have write something here. So as you make your presentation, whichever point you are trying to emphasize, the system now highlights it. So if you are ready, let's jump right into this tutorial. Now the first thing we can do is to insert a circular ring in our blank PowerPoint slide. So let me go to insert. Now click on insert and look for a circular ring shape. I've seen my circular, so let me click and drag. I'll drag this particular image to any size I find convenient. Let me now take it to the middle, and this is okay. Now the next thing I want us to do again is to go back to insert and then pick a shape. Basically it's I think a rectangular shape will be okay, that I can resize it in order to fragment this circular ring into two. So let me drag this. Okay, this will do. Then let me position it to the middle. Now once it is at the middle, yes, this will do. Now the next thing I want to do is to fragment this particular circular ring into two segments. So let me highlight the two, go back to match shapes, and then look at the option fragment there and click on it. As soon as you click on it, you see that the circular ring has been fragmented. Now you click on all the shapes that we are not interested in and delete them out. Now that we've deleted it, now I want to go and remove the shape outline so that there will be no outline here. Then let me go. Yes, no outline. Now the next thing is to change one of the color of one of the two rings. So let me go back to shape fill and then change it to this color will be okay. So now that we've changed the color, let me create another small shape by the side, and then I will move it back to the ring. So the circular ring, press Ctrl D to duplicate. I haven't done that. Let me reduce the size and then take it back to the middle. Now that I haven't taken this, let me highlight the first circle and go back and then change the shape fill. Yeah, so that we'll have something lighter. And then let me go to the outline again and then give it a thicker outline. So let me go to the lines, the length, and then this length will be okay. There are different lengths you can make use of. Let me go back again and change it. Okay, this will do. Now the next thing I want to do is to make these two circles act as if it's one by grouping them together. So highlight and Ctrl G, sorry. Now this will group them. So let me pick it and take it back here. Then drop it here. I think this will be okay. The next thing again is to insert another shape. Let me go back to insert shapes and then pick a shape. Click and drag. Now I will drag it. Let me reshape it to make it a little bit curvy at the edge. Let me adjust, yes, and then let me increase the size. I think this size will be okay. So having done that, let me insert another one again and then subtract one of the shape from the other. So let me highlight and go back, subtract. There's a mistake. Let me go back again and highlight this shape, since I'm subtracting it from the rectangle. So let me highlight this rectangle and go back to format, go to match shapes. Now I can subtract. Okay, subtract. So let me take it to the other end, flip it round, You can go to rotation and then rotate, but I find this more convenient. So let me adjust it and take it back to this shape. Now I will bring the circular shape. Let me adjust it and then bring the circular shape. I'll bring it forward, go and click bring forward. Yes. Now you see we have the shapes. One is forward and the other one has been sent to the back. Now let me click on the two and we'll insert an icon here and then insert another icon here. So let me see, let me go to insert. Go to insert. Now you see, if you are using the new version of PowerPoint, you will see an icon button around here. But in my own case, I'm using the old version. So I will go to icon by now project. This was actually added to my PowerPoint using my add in button. So you can follow this particular procedure through my add in and then add your own icon, any of these two options. But this will be in another tutorial on how to add this particular icon. So let me go and search. Let me search for a hand. Click on search here. This is icon by now project. Now let me wait and see. Okay, I have a hand here. Let me insert this particular hand shape into our infographic. Now that it has been inserted, let me adjust it, resize it, and then take it to the middle. And this will do. Let me also insert another icon here in this shape. So let me search, let's say a car. Let's search for a car. Now let's wait. Okay, the car is out. So let's insert this car. So let me resize. I take it to the side and then resize this particular shape. This will do. Oh, too small. Let me increase it a bit. Now let me take it to this place. Shapes together and then group them. Sorry, change the shape fill. So let me change the shape fill. Yes. Now I've changed the color. Now let me highlight the two now. Let me highlight the two. Highlight this shape. Let me increase it a little bit. This will do. So let me highlight, press Ctrl and click on it. Keep holding Ctrl. Now I have all the shapes. So press Ctrl G to group. Yes. Now that I have this, there's another way you can go to arrange and then click on group, but I prefer the shortcut of Ctrl G. So Ctrl D again to duplicate. Let me move it, and then Ctrl D again to duplicate, and then put it again, the third one. So you can now still move it, Ctrl D again to the other end, but I have to change the direction. So let me flip it. Now you realize our car icon has now turned upside down too. So let me ungroup, make it vertical, and then bring it back. Okay, now that we've achieved this, let's see. So now we have achieved this. So let me regroup it again. Okay, group again. Let me click on group. Okay, now Ctrl D again to let me move it here first. Let me adjust it. Ctrl D to duplicate and move it again. Make sure that it is in line with the other one or the other end. So Ctrl D again for the third one. Now we have this shape in both direction. So the next thing again is to go back and find a way of inserting text box in this space. So let me go up, click on text box and drag, and then let me say write something here. Now let me adjust and make an adjustment to the text box. Now I can highlight Ctrl A and Ctrl B to bold. I think this will be okay. Now Ctrl D to duplicate. Let me move it again to the next shape. Ctrl D, site, So we've done that. Now the next thing, let me ungroup this in order to change the shape fill of this site. So let me go to the format, click on shape fill, take it to blue. Now for me to make the other segment, I just need to just click on this and then point to format painter. Click on format painter. Now click on this, you realize that you just pick the color format painter, click on it, go to format painter, go to format, click on the next one, you see that it changes the color. So that's the first way of doing copying a particular format and then move it to the next. So we've achieved this. Now I want us to write a header, so let me click on text box again, and now inside this header let me make a slight adjustment. Okay, no problem. Now let me write 6, let me make it in bold, capitalize everything, 6 targets for our organize. Oh, I make a mistake in the writing, but don't worry. I believe the point that I want to, this is just for practice sake. So let me Control A to highlight everything and then increase, change the font type. Let me go to Berlin Sans FB, which happens to be one of my favorite, especially for topics. So let me go to font size, and then this font size will do. Let me highlight. I think this is okay, so let's leave it. Now the next thing, let me go to format background, right click and press on format background. Let me change the background and to another color. Now you see the color has changed. I can decide to change the transparency. Let me adjust it. This transparency, make it a bit transparent. So I think this is okay. Close it. Now let's go to our animations. Let me highlight on this. Now point to animation, click on animation pane so that we'll have the pane by the side, and go to artifact, go to more emphasis, then grow and shrink. Okay, now I'll go to effect options, go to 150. Let's increase it to 160. So to 160. So let me go to smooth start and smooth end, take it 0.42 seconds. I think this will do. 42 is okay. Then smooth end, let's make it 44, and then bounce at the end. Let's also make our animation to bounce a little bit, 0.4 seconds, then auto reverse. So let's see, it comes up, go back. Now this will do the next thing again. So let's move the same animation to the other part. So let me go to this, click on animation painter, and come back and then click on the second one to work. So let's repeat the same for the remaining. Click on animation pen and then painter and then click on this. So realize that everything now works. So let's see whether what we've done is actually okay. Let's go to slideshow. Now let me click on the first point. Now we see our animation works very well. So let's go to the second one. Perfect. The animation has been copied. So now as you are making your presentation, each of the points you want to make reference to, the point now becomes zoomed. It comes up and goes down. So that will be all. Thank you very much for being part of this tutorial. Please, if you enjoy or you like this particular video, don't forget to hit the like button and then subscribe. If you have any question, please drop under the comment button and I'll be glad to get back to you and then reply. Thank you very much.